And we are live today. Merry Christmas! Doing a live stream December 24th, 2017 here with my buddy. He's over there. Just want to wish everybody happy holidays, especially those who might have to work today and tomorrow and the next day. So all the healthcare workers and front lines and all those folks there. So hopefully you'll have some time to enjoy the holidays with it. Just want to give you guys a quick little update. What's going on here? So we break it up into a couple sections again: Q and A's, content I'm working on, and what's going on the channel here. So some Q and A's have been kind of. Oh, there's Buddy. Oh, there's another dog coming too. So Q and A's. There've been quite a few questions on loading up Garmin maps on devices, and the video that we're watching is about 5 years old, getting kind of out of date. I might have to redo it, but the short end of the story when you're loading up maps on Garmin is that if you're buying the maps from Garmin, SD cards or whatever, that is the easiest way to do it. You'll just install it on your base camp and then you just send it to your device. If you're getting the SD card, you just put in the card in the device and you load it up. If you're doing the custom maps, well, you're gonna have to drop the file in your SD card, but you got to rename the file a specific way. Now, Garmin has a certain naming convention, but the supplement GS map supplement file. So anyway, there's a bunch of other resources there. It's not as easy. It should be easier than it is, but when you're doing the custom stuff, it's kind of difficult. So anyway, that's one question there. There was another question, are inReach messages free between users? So when you send a video or a message from an inReach user to another inReach user, the answer is yes. That does not count against your plan. Now, I know there's a difference between Canadian and US subscribers. They have something called the Freedom Plan. And I guess all texting is free. I don't have all the details anymore, but anyway, but the question is yes. And that's about it for questions. Kind of late. I have a feeling there'll be a little bit more questions when people open up their gifts this weekend, getting their GPSs, what have you there. So that's it for Q&A. Next section, some of the content you saw on the channel or other. I spent a lot of time doing some of the website stuff. So for Black Friday and all that stuff, I'm working on buying guides and holiday guides as to what GPS should be good, or what in my opinion is the best GPS for running, hiking, geocaching, that kind of stuff. So I put that on the website. I did do a live stream on that topic. Did that in the house, maybe should do it outside, but do have some notes there, so you may want to go and check that out. Just some high level considerations when you're looking at some of this stuff. In terms of personally, what is on my GPS list coming up, because I've been finishing up the Forerunner 35. I'm currently going to upload some Phoenix 3, finish that off. So for the Forerunner 35, I know there's been quite a few videos. There's only about maybe 2 left. But after that, I think the vivoactive 3 is next. And then after that, I'm going to go back to the handhelds, because there are considerably a lot of questions on handhelds. So the Oregon 650, I think they're at. I put it on my list. I forget the numbers. That's a good one for handhelds. Also the GPS map and the eTrax 20. If you're doing hiking, backcountry, of course, the inReach. If you're doing geocaching, I have certain opinions on that. So there's quite a few GPSs. So the plan for me, vivoactive 3, I'm hoping to get maybe a Polar, and later on in the summer, get a handheld, not in the summer, in the spring. Start getting the handhelds and start rounding off the content here that way. So at the very least, you should see some new tutorials on some new devices coming up. And then from there, we're going to have some desktop tutorials to go with it too. Other than that, on the website, we've had the podcast. So we had a couple weeks. So if you haven't checked out the podcast, check that out. We're going to be in a little break for a couple weeks until we get all the holiday stuff all done. So go and check it out. and give me a rating. Go to the Apple Podcast if you're listening on your iTunes and what have you. I would say it's a solid 3-star podcast. So I think it will take us a little bit longer to just get into the full rhythm, but I think we kind of like where we're at. Other than that, setting up the second microsite, the gps.training website. That is where I'll be putting uh, the GPS tutorial content on top of at avoidingchores.com. And you can access the new site by simply going to gps.training. So, yeah, that's it. That's that. Got plans for that, but we'll try to separate some of that content. Let's see, website, podcast, the Amazon list, update on that actually. Right before Black Friday, I got added to the Amazon short video program. So when you go on certain Garmin pages right now on Amazon.com, when you scroll down the product page, there's a section, almost looks like the catalog spec. And you'll see a section called short videos, and you'll see some of my videos there. So it's not videos that users put into reviews, it's actually part of the product. So that is an experiment to see how things go on that end. So I'm on a handful of products. Obviously, I can't just upload whatever video and attach it, so I got to tag it to some products. So anyway, next time you're browsing, go there. So it's back to what I was saying a little while ago, or the last channel update, where the channel or the bulk of the views are search based. So I'm just covering my angles of putting videos on YouTube for the YouTube crowd. I got stuff, a website for web searches. And finally, people are browsing Amazon. You can see some of my stuff there. So right now, I think I'm generating, I got 50 videos up on Amazon, and I'm generating about 150 to 200 views a day. And not all videos are getting views, by the way. So, and I think I'm at 5,000 views or something like that overall since Black Friday. So it's an experiment and to see how things go. So as I add more devices, content, that will pay off the way. So, but there haven't been too much of the other content, which I mentioned in the last update. So the last channel update, which I call the Red Wedding, man, I saw a spike of unsubs after I did that. So in short, what I did was I said that I was going to stop uploading on Sundays because of time commitments, and I'm just really going to focus on 2 areas: GPS tutorials, which is going to be 80%, 90% of the content, and the rest will be outdoor, whatever avoiding chore stuff there is. Well, people unsubscribed en masse. It was a humongous dip. It was I don't blame them too. So if you're not seeing the content that you want to see, you know, why hang on, right? So, and plus, if you want to look up stuff, you look it up afterwards. Anyway, so anyway, but what was my point on this? Oh yeah, so the point was, I'm just covering the bases, and really, there's not going to be too much changes in terms of the content. If you look at how things were, I'm just you won't have things on a weekly basis. So, which is apt because it was due to the job. The new job that I started this year required a little bit more time and more travel time. So the last couple weeks I've been on the road most of the week, and I just want to get home, I want to sleep, do laundry, spend time with the little girl, and the dog, because he's the worst one that he can't accept the new working arrangements. So I just don't have the time to generate the videos anymore to have them ready on Sunday. It's days like today that I'm out with the dog and I want to share some things with you guys, and so I do pop up the live stream. Hopefully once I get kind of established here, I can get some videos out, but that's why you'll see more of the GPS content, because that's the stuff that I can get done and ready. Haven't been out very much, so I won't have any good hiking videos, even though there's no snow. Right, just got a crap load of rain here yesterday or last night. Anyway, that is the deal. So that is what you're going to see for the next little while. People have been commenting to me as to types of content they would still like to see on the channel and Avoiding Chores, such as beer reviews, some of the cooking, some of the hiking. Yes, I've heard you. Yeah, you'll still see it. That's part of that 10, 15, 20%. And then it's just finding the time to have that set up. Finding the time to get out here on a hike. Now, I'm not showing you this hike because I've done this in another live stream, so you guys have already seen this hike. But you will see it. Probably won't see it as often, but you will still see it here. So that is the extent of the updates. I hope everybody will have a good holiday season. So I'm just going to cut it short here. Get some more hiking. Dog's going to jump in the water. And anyway, let me know how things are going with you. And I got this super long YouTube watch queue that I got to work off over the holidays. So I think I'm at 270 videos. So I am watching videos the next couple days. So if you haven't seen me commenting on a video in a while or seen my liked videos, you know that I have a big queue. I'm kind of been trimming. There's been quite a few channels I've kind of stopped updating, and if you check my Twitter feed, I've posted a couple links here, and I don't know if I should tell the story. I don't know, I'm 10 minutes into it, and there's only one person watching, so maybe I'll do it. So a little while ago, I got invited to jump into this Facebook group, local bloggers, and it's mostly mommy bloggers, and get in there and just to learn tips and all that stuff. Well, I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe it's the content of the questions or the what's going on, but that group's driving me crazy. It's just gets me angry reading some of this stuff. And I think it's and I posted on Twitter a couple of links on the whole mommy blogger or the sharenting thing where I'm gonna start a blog and I'm gonna basically be a sponsorship machine for an ad company so that I can get a free can of paint to redo my bathroom kind of deal. And and it's totally different from what I want to do, because it's not about getting on lists and just so that I can do all this work to promote a box of chicken nuggets. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, so anyway, I shared a story on Twitter. Check my Twitter feed and you'll read. There's a few links there you can dig through and all that stuff. So I don't know, I'm starting to I need to exit that group here because a lot of stuff there I just can't stand. There's quite a few people I know, I've met personally, and I do like the stuff that they do, but for the most part, I mean, that whole scene it's a little crazy. I need to get out. So oh, I hear a little puppy here. So we'll end it here, folks. Have a good holiday season, and let me know. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Okay.